And then I'm going to leave this on the screen for a minute, and then I hope I'll say a few closing words about the current legislation, and then we can take some questions. This is my granddaughter, Lauren, running through the Pacific for the first time. She lives in Colorado most of the time. And that day, that look of total abandon on her face and joy, the first time her toes are tickling that ocean. And I thought, I don't know if we can fix it for my generation. And I'm not sure we can even fix it for her mom's generation. But I sure as hell am not leaving this mess to her. So, does this legislation do what we need it to do, folks? It does not. I went at it with 2 measures. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't do a few things. A faltering first step would be a very generous way to describe it, as I heard tonight. I measured it 2 ways. First of all, can I access the care I need to have when I need to have it? Number 2, will I go broke? Can I go broke? Can I go bankrupt and lose my home and everything I work for? And unfortunately, it doesn't fix that. The reality is, we are now mandated to purchase private health insurance. For the first time in this nation's history, I am mandated to purchase what I consider a defective product, sold to me to protect my health and my wealth, which does neither one. That's a defective product, and it's a financial product. Let us never, ever confuse health insurance with health care. And secondly, let me tell you why I worry about the bankruptcies and growing bankruptcies in this country and things like what happened to Larry and I. That excise tax, you heard a lot of talk about that on Cadillac benefit plans, and a lot of the unions fought very hard against that because many of the unions have fought very hard, no matter what your position is on unionized labor, and mine is a very strong, favorable one, but no matter what your position is, they have fought long and hard to give their members good benefits. So they fought hard against this taxation of benefits issue. With an excise tax on what's considered Cadillac plans, employers will either opt to pay these taxes, pass them along in reduced wages or benefits to their employees, or they will drop their coverage levels to make sure they come in under the level that would be taxed. As insurance premiums rise, just like they are in Massachusetts, to the highest level anywhere in the country under their Chapter 58, more and more plans are going to bump up against that level. So more and more people are going to have to necessarily opt to have plans that are more catastrophic level coverage, under insurance. So when you're well, that's all well and good, if you're well. But if you get sick, exactly what transpired for Larry and I over a span of years or months can and will transpire to millions more Americans. It is a disaster unfolding. I heard the question earlier, too, about the year 2025. I know that David Himmelstein from Physicians for a National Health Program estimated that at the current rate of growth of spending, by the time we reach 2025, unless we do something different, most Americans can expect to be paying up to 50% of their income for health care. 50. 50. Didn't they all always tell us that a safe mode for housing would be a quarter of your income or less for a mortgage payment? I mean, these are terrible trends that will transpire. So I believe not only must the fight for single payer go on, and it will, and I also, though, believe that our avenue may strongly be through the states, because many of our major social changes in this country have come that way. Women's suffrage came that way, through the states. And this mess at the national level, because there will be a great move to let it transpire, let it work, let's let it have time to work, and because there will be growing stresses on state budgets to provide their own health care funds and programs for their own employees and citizens, there are already 14 states actively working on state single-payer bills. Pennsylvania has Republicans co-sponsoring. Republicans. So that we will get there, but it's going to take us all being very determined, that it's the way we have to go for human rights issues, for the nation's fiscal health, for our fellow citizens to be healthy. We will get there, folks, but we got to get there together. And we're going to have to get there because we may not get it all in our generation. But please help me. I'm not leaving it to her. I won't. Thank you very much.
Now we're going to have some more music by the Prawns, and we're going to also collect questions for Donna to answer. So.
Walked out the door.